Today we're going to make drain pans. I'm going to show you the solder method and I'm going to show you the non-solder method. All your drain pans need to be 1.25 inches away from your unit on all sides. I make them a little bigger. I like to put my traps into the pan. Up here in the Northeast, sometimes we get traps that will freeze and then they crack. So to avoid any water problems in somebody's attic, I make them a little bigger. Usually I go about 6 inches bigger on the long side, just so I can keep the trap in the pan. I don't like plastic pans for this reason. A lot of them, like the AquaGuard pans, you can't get a trap in them. I'm still sticking to metal. Your pan also has to be 2 inches deep. This is another IMC code. In order to do that, whatever size your pan is, you want to add 5 to the side. So if you were making a 30 by 60 pan, you would need 35 by 65 for a blank. So I've already cut these today. We're making 2 pans for water heaters, and the water heaters are 20, but I'm giving myself 2 inches on each side. But my piece has to be 29 by 29 to facilitate my 2-inch depth in my hem. On the solder method, the first thing we want to do is we want to scribe 2.5 around all the sides. Now we want to come back and scribe 2. Now you want to do this only on the 2 sides. You want to do it opposite from the other side you did. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to go around with a 1/2 inch. And this 1/2 inch will be our hem. So now we're going to notch it, and I'm going to show you what this notch is going to look like with a magic marker. So that's what our notches are going to look like. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to put a 1/2 inch hem around all sides of this. And this tab is going to lock into that hem so that when we go to solder it, it locks together and we don't have to vice grip it or anything. Let's give it a notch. And there's no specific angle. Now you have to have the tabs in line with each other. That's why I said to scribe it on the side opposite of the one you did. You don't want to make that mistake because you'll end up with your tabs on the wrong side. So that is what your blank will look like. So we're going to do a hem, a hem, a hem, and a hem. And then we're going to bend along this line first. And then this will be our last bend that we do in the box and pan break. That is why they call it a box and pan break. Normally I wouldn't put all these marks on here, but because I'm instructing, I'm just showing you what the bends are going to be. So now we're going to lay out the pan that's not going to have any solder joints. So again, pan needs to be 2 inches deep, 1.25 inches all the way around your equipment. We're going to use the same measurements as we used on the other pan. So we're going to go around with 2.5. Now we're just going to go around with a 1/2. We don't need to do the 2 like we did on the other pan. Now what you want to do is you want to make a 45-degree cut across the half inch. And that is all the layout you need to do this pan without having to solder it. So now we'll go over to the brake and we'll bend this up. Okay, so I cross break all my pans. This way it creates a ridge inside the pan, so any water in the pan won't sit in the middle of the pan, it will go to the edges. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the hems around all four sides, and you want to bend your hems to the inside of the pan. Crush them down. Now you'll notice when I crush my hems, I leave about 1/8 of an inch hanging out. I like to create like a little bit of a, like what they call a wire edge. And the reason for that is if I have to open it up, I don't have to try and split it open with a screwdriver. I can get an awl in there and just open it up a little bit so I can get the tab in. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to bend on the tab line. This is 2 inches now. We marked it 2.5. We used 1/2 for our hem, and now we're going to bend on the 2 inch. Now you have to watch where you lock this down, because if you grab a little bit of the hem, it'll bind into the brake on you. So there we have our first 2 sides. Now we'll go over to the box and pan brake and we'll bend the last 2 sides. Okay, so you want to make sure you open up your hems a little bit. Scratch all or whatever. Bend your tabs in just a hair so they don't get caught. I like to do this with the piece out here instead of all the way back through the brake. I feel I have more control over it. So once you have it settled in there, and then as you can see, we're inside the pocket now. Now we could just take a hammer and we could just knock those tight. You could also take a button lock and put it on there, just so you don't have to put a vice grip on it when you solder it. So now we'll do our other side. And again, make sure your tabs are in and your pockets are open. And if you miss the pocket, it's no big deal. You can just go bend it back out and bend it in by hand. So the last thing I like to do is just stick it in the corner of the big brake and press the corners down. Okay, so for our no notch pan, same thing as before. We're going to cross break it from the back side. Now we're going to hem all 4 sides. Now, the other reason for this cross break was so that we can get this side to bend up, because we're going to bend it without using a notch. Okay, so now we're going to bend up our sides. Now what you're going to do is you're going to slightly unbend these by hand. So you don't have to unbend the whole thing, you just got to get it flat enough on each side to get it back in the brake, but it is going to end up lying pretty flat again. And the whole purpose for that is we want to get a crease in the metal so that we can bend the corners and the sides back up by hand. Okay, so now for the fun part. So what we want to do is we want to put our hand right in the middle of that tab. And we want to bend that up. And just keep repeating this process. And then what you could do is you could just come in here with a hammer. So the last step I do is I just take it over to the brake and shove it into the brake, and I just squeeze the insides down. And that is how you make a pan without doing solder. And then our last step here is just to come in. And then that's it. You can just put some flux on there and solder it with Silver Bright or lead, whatever you have on hand. And there's your pan. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.